At this place in history, we are at the 103-year-old Wayside Restaurant, Bakery, and Creamery. And joining me is Amanda Gustin, the Public Programs Manager at the Vermont Historical Society. Amanda, take it away with this awesome place.
Yeah, this is a really special place. Like you said, 103 years old. It's not many businesses or restaurants, for that matter, that you can say survived 2 global pandemics, but the Wayside is one of them. It is absolutely an institution here in central Vermont. It was founded in 1918. Effie Ballou founded it as a roadside diner, roadside stop, and she used to bake pies and other baked goods in her own kitchen and just walk them down the hill to the restaurant. So it's a really, really wonderful place. So right now we're in Montpelier out here in the parking lot, but we're going to go inside and meet the owners, and when we do that, we're going to cross over into Berlin. That's one of the special fun things about the Wayside, is that it does straddle that line.
Well, let's go inside. Brian and Karen, you've owned the Wayside for more than 20 years now.
Yes, it's been a great run. We took the restaurant over from Karen's folks. So it's 2 generations in the Galfetti-Zecchinelli families.
Karen, you grew up in the business, so talk to me about that.
Sure. We moved in the house above the Wayside when I was 4, when my father bought it in '66. And when I was 12, I started working here, and I was in the dish pit, standing on a milk crate with a long wooden spoon and dragging in the plates, and that was my first job. Of course, I went to busing, cashiering, waitressing, would come home from UVM and work on the weekends, make some money and go back. But I always wanted to come back, and my dad said, well, you need a college education. I did that. You need to have a job. I did a job for 2 years. I'd say, Dad, can I come home and work at the Wayside? I think you should work at another place. So I did, and I was 25 or so, and I've worked here ever since.
One of my favorite stories, of course, Effie Ballou opened the Wayside in 1918. In that same year, the Red Sox won the World Series. And they hadn't won it since then. There was that long period of 70 some odd years, and when we got involved with the Wayside, we made a commitment to the community that we'd roll our prices back to 1918 prices if they won the World Series. And sure enough, they ended up winning the World Series, and we rolled our prices back to 1918. 5 cents for coffee, 5 cents for a donut. And while we have typically 1,000 customers a day, that day we had over 3,000. We had a big banner made down at the Mountaineers Stadium. Wayside Restaurant, established 1918. The last year the Red Sox won the World Series. That was it. So once we won the World Series, it was time to take the banner down, and wouldn't you know, Babe Ruth's daughter was visiting from North Conway and was at the game, and she was signing autographs, and we had her sign that banner.
It's no secret that this restaurant survived not 1, but 2 pandemics.
It was the Wayside lunch at the time. It wasn't a big 160-seat restaurant with so many employees and families to feed. So we rallied together, and their spirit and our spirit persevered. And we emerged from the first phase of the pandemic with all our employees and open 7 days a week, 3 meals a day. I don't know of any other restaurants that were able to pull that off.
At this place in history.